Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Terry, and in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'll be doing a knotless braid. I was inspired by the Beyonce look that you guys saw on the screen right there. So these are the products that I use. I went in with the expression braid. This is 84 inches long, and I ended up using about 2.5 packs. I went in with this Nitro Canadian hair wax, 99% natural castor oil, and I use the Cream of Nature Moisture Curl Hair Milk to moisturize my hair, as well as the Wild Growth Hair Oil to seal in that moisture. I also use the white tooth comb, a mousse, and also a fine tooth rat tail comb to part my hair out. So as you guys can see, my hair is already into sections because it is hard for me to part my hair neatly by myself. I got someone to braid my hair up for me, and what I'm doing, I just pull them out and then I go in and apply my moisture. So you saw me went in with the Cream of Nature hair milk, and now I'm sealing that in with the castor oil. This is a protective style, guys, so you do want to protect your hair under all that braid. So what you see me going with next is the hair wax, and you guys can also use a hair edge control rather, because you need something to hold your hair down so that your hair can lay flat. So what you see me doing is applying that around the perimeter of each section, and then I go in with my edge brush and I just brush that in so all the hair can lie neatly together. Now I'm just going to go in and do a regular braid or plait. So I'm just separating here into 3 sections. Then I will go ahead and I will plait that about halfway down. You don't want to plait your hair or braid your hair too tight, because you want the braid extension to go underneath that braiding that you're doing. So here you can see that I am cutting the hair into 2 halves. So I have 2 halves and I put them together, and this is not a pre-stretched braid, so I have to go in and stretch the hair myself, which is tedious and annoying, but we have to do what we have to do. So that's what I did there. I am going in and I am sectioning out the rest of my hair and braiding it up just like I did before. So I'm just showing you guys that once more, and I do this to all of my hair. It's a bit time consuming because I have to pull out the braids and braid them over so that they can look as neat as possible. But if you guys can section your hair on your own, then this would be a lot faster for you guys. So I took about the amount of hair for one section, and I took the wax and I applied that to the end of my hair so that my hair can be smooth going into those braids. Since my hair is natural and the texture is different from the braiding hair, you would want to smooth your hair out as much as possible, because you guys can see that my hair curled up. So as you guys can see, I am twisting that hair just a little so that it can go onto the hook a little easier, and then I close that latch and I pull it through the braid going upwards on my hair. So I pull that through, so you have the hair like that. Then I go downwards, so it's like you're creating a cross. You go from your ear towards the top of your head first and pull the hair through, then you go from the back of your head towards the front of your head. Then you go from the back of your head towards the front of your face with the second amount of hair, with the second section of hair. So you hold one part and you pull the other part through. Hope you guys can see that I'm trying to explain this as much as possible. So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna gather 3 parts of hair together like that. Then you go ahead and you just start braiding. It's very, very simple and easy, and I really like this hairstyle a lot, guys, because it has 0 to little tension on your own hair, so you're not adding stress to your natural hair. So it is a very very, very good protective style for you guys. So you just braid as neatly as possible as you can downwards, and don't worry if it looks all frizzy or has hair sticking out. As I said, this is not a pre-stretched hair, so it will have hair sticking out, but you will go in towards the end and trim that up and add your hot water and whatever, so you don't have to worry about those hairs sticking out. Okay. Alright, so you guys can see this once more. I am doing another one on camera for you to see. I go across and I add that braid on the hook, pull it through. Then I go in again from the back to front, and I add that hair onto the hook and I pull it through again. Don't forget to twist the hair so that it can go on easier, okay? Alright, so just a little tip for you to hide your hair. In the braid, I put my hair like in between those two parts right there, as you can see me doing right here. Hold it together and then I start braiding, and right throughout braiding until I reach the end of where my hair ends, I try as much as possible to keep my hair in between those two braids, just to conceal the natural texture of my hair, because it will look very weird with that natural texture showing. So you try to hide it as much as possible. I am not a professional braider, guys, but I do try to be as neat as possible when I try and do my hair myself. It's a DIY process and it's a learning process, guys. I didn't learn this overnight. I just got up one day and said I want to try it, and I tried it and it turned out fine for me. Okay, so just keep trying, guys. If you feel like you can't do it, just get up one day, say, oh, I'm gonna do this, and you will succeed. Okay. And as you guys can see, I don't have a lot of braids. This process took me about probably 2 hours, because I did stop in between doing a lot of stuff, eating and so on. So probably if I didn't stop, probably would took me like an hour to complete. This is what it's looking like so far. I know there's not a lot of braids in there, but the way that I wore my hair throughout the week was up, so it was not that obvious that I had a little bit of braids. As I said, I was inspired by that. Jesus, it's someone come. I was inspired by that picture that I saw of Beyonce on Instagram, and I just went on and just tried it, my own version. I do have a lot more braids than hers, and her braid is even finer than mine, but I went in for this jumbo knotless look as well, so I added my own little twist to it. So for the third time, I'm just showing this process again. I don't think I have to explain it again. Just watch and see for this one. And yeah. Okay, so now that we're finished with that, that's what we're looking like so far. The hair is stiff, guys, I know, but once we put our hair in that hot water, it will be more flexible and, you know, easier to work with. So that's what it's looking like so far. I can't believe I did that on my own. So proud. Okay, so now we're just trimming up the hair a little, getting rid of those flyaways and so on. And now you can see me pouring that hot water on the hair. Try to put it as far as possible without burning yourself, okay? And then I'll just go in with a rag and I'll dip that into the bucket with the hot water, and then I will just put that on top of my hair to help the hairs up towards my scalp area, to help that to lay flat. Okay, so at this point we're going with our mousse to help with laying down those hair that are pesky and like the hot water did not help them. So we're going with the mousse to help those lay flat because we don't want no hair flying up, okay? So we drag that down the line of the hair and smooth that as much as possible. This also adds a bit of sheen towards our hair as well. So I'm going in back with that Canadian hair wax and I am doing my edges. This part is optional. If you don't like the whole baby hair look, you don't have to do this, but as you guys can see, I like it, so I just add that in just to spice it up a little bit more, okay? Woo! So now that we're done with that, you guys saw that I went in some hair accessories. I did this off camera. I probably should have added them on camera, but basically this is what the hair is looking like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something from this video. And if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please, please, please. And I will see you guys in my next video. Enough love from Terry.